Hi, I'm Jay, and I'm going to show you ways to make pictures. Now, what shall I use today? Well, I've got a nice box of bits here with some wonderful things in. Look, there's a funny kitchen scourer, some scrunched up newspaper, an old kitchen sponge, and some twigs. Now, what am I going to do with all these things? Well, I thought I'd paint a picture. Yes, look, with this twig, I'm going to dip it in some paint, scoop it up, and paint with it, as if it was a paintbrush. It makes some wonderful marks. You see, this looks like the scratchy old bark of a tree. Well, that's because it was painted with part of the tree. Look at that. It's really fun doing this. And you get some really interesting marks. You wouldn't get things like this with a normal paintbrush. One more bit of paint there. It really does look like a nice old tree, doesn't it? Now, what are we going to do for the leaves on the tree? Well, what about using some of this newspaper? Look, if you scrunch it up and dip it into some paint, you can print with it. Look at that effect. It really does look like leaves blowing in the wind, doesn't it? Well, there's another way we can get that same mark. Look at this lovely scour. It's all shiny. It's used for scrubbing dishes. Well, we can dip this in paint as well and print with it. And the two different types of green on top of each other looks really nice. Look at those leaves blowing in the wind. Now, what can we do with the sponge? Well, with the soft side, we can dip it into some nice yellow paint and spread it across like that. It looks like a nice field of corn, doesn't it? And, well, with the scratchy side, we can dip that into some green paint as well. And, look, it makes a lovely mark like grass in a field. Look, it's all spiky. It looks just right, doesn't it? I think that's really good. Quite happy with that. What do you think? Why don't you try saving some bits and pieces and paint with them and see what happens?
Today we've been making trees out of modelling clay. Have a look at them in SMarteenies gallery. Today we're starting outside at this great big tree here. We're going to have a really good look at it. Now then, have a look at the tree. What colour do you think the trunk is of the tree?
Greeny browny.
Greeny brown, that's right. And what about the leaves?
Green.
Well, I've got a brilliant idea. I think we could all go and make trees out of modelling clay. What do you reckon? Should we have a go?
Yeah.
Yes, come on then, let's go and make some trees. So just watch this, because this is brilliant. Here's some green modelling clay, and you just press it down so it's quite flat. Press it onto the table. And then I've got a leaf here. Now just watch what happens. And I press the leaf down into the modelling clay. Press it all the way round. And then watch. Ready?
Look
at
that.
that. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Would you like to have a go?
Yeah. I'm making a leaf that I can make into loads of little leaves.
Oh, you have to press very hard, don't you?
Yeah. It's grass. I'm pressing the leaf down on the dough, then I'm gonna pull the leaf off and I've got the pattern.
Absolutely. Well, it definitely rolls, doesn't it?
I'm pushing the leaves on the branches. And you put
Oh, the tree's going to grow off there. I see.
These are our trees!
Kester stuck lots of leaves on his trees. Shanika put some grass under her trees, while Jessica wound grass around hers. Reese used real leaves on his rolling tree.
Why don't you have a go at making your own tree? See you next time. What time is it now?
Tidy outside!
It certainly is. Bye-bye.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, spontaneous, yes, however, go!
Hello, Kirsten here, and this is Pattern Palace. Here are my patterns. I like patterns, I like looking at them, and I like making them. This pattern is made from bricks, piled one on top of the other. Big bricks, medium-sized bricks, there are lots of different colours in there, and even tiny bricks. These bricks are so small they look like they could be on the roof of a doll's house, don't they? I'm going to see what patterns I can make from bricks. Here are some building blocks. If I start to build them up, when they get too tall, they just fall down. That's because a real wall is built like this. The bricks go on top of each other, sitting across the joins so that the wall is a lot stronger. I've made my very own wall here, and I've decorated all the bricks in different ways to make lots of different patterns. I think I'll do some more now. I'll start with this brick, and I think I'll use some pink paint. Lots of paint on my brush. Ooh, lovely colour. Now, I'll leave that to dry. And what shall I do next? Oh, what about using these pens here? Start with that red one. I'm going to do some stripes. Oh, it's pink. What about some green stripes next? And finish with some dots. That's a very colourful brick. What shall I do now? What about using these pom-poms here? Lots of different colours and different sizes. I'll use some glue, put some splodges onto my brick. Lots of splodges. And now add the pom-poms. There we go. Lovely. Let's add all of my bricks to the wall. And of course I can keep changing the wall every time and making different patterns as I rearrange all of the bricks. Why don't you have a look at the bricks where you are and see what patterns you can see?
city. Hey, let's make our own city. I'll tell you what, let's start with the sky. Nice bright colours. Red. Orange. A light orange. And a yellow. And then that... Whoa! Big picture! Oh. Right, small picture. Now, if I get this sponge and just drag it straight across the page, look at that, you get this beautiful sky or a very pretty sunset. Oh, big picture! Oh. Small picture. Right. Now you know what these are, don't you? Dominoes. We're not going to play the usual game with them. This time, we're going to make them into, or rather look like, buildings. Tall buildings that you see in cities. They just go up and 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 up. Put another one here like this. And it's good actually because you see all the little white dots, all the numbers, the white dotted numbers, they actually look like lights. And put it in like that. And there we have our city with a very pretty sunset. Finished! Ooh, no, I haven't. Where's my hat? Oh, right. Small picture, big picture.